They say that knowledge is power, but we say only if you know where to get it. We are the council, and welcome to the gossip, where we bring the whispers, the facts, and the stories that matter. Stay locked in. Welcome to the gossip, everyone. How are you doing? Well, notice we don't have Tammy here.
Yay! She's not here. You already know I'm finna get in because I know she was talking about me the last few weeks. I ain't been here. Next.
Oh my goodness. But DJ is here.
I'm here.
And
without my equipment. Don't worry about it, y'all. It's in the shop. We
what
good.
happened to your equipment?
People don't know how to have their drinks in their hand.
Oh my God. Well, you know, we on DJ because he missed 2 weeks. He's been doing fashion shows and all kinds of stuff, parties and concerts you've been to. But we'll get into that a little bit later. But we also have a very special, important guest as our co-host for this evening. And
See,
this
look,
is Leonard
at least you important.
Searcy.
At least you're important.
I caught it too.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
see that? See, we got an important guest.
Thank
see what I
you.
be putting up with this why? Look, wait a minute.
Men's lives matter too.
Men's lives matter.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, she
Ain't that right?
She better be glad I ain't got. You know my sample is. I ain't got it today. You know the sample.
Well, I'm glad your sample isn't here. I'm glad that his. I feel bad for your equipment.
Nah, don't worry about it.
But before I was rudely interrupted, we have Leonard Searcy, and he's here. He's a actor, producer. I think you were an award nominee, right, for the movie you played Donald.
John Donaldson.
John Donaldson.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And movie,
Emmy winner.
Yep.
Yep.
30 what?
39 seconds.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's the name of the film. You can see it on Amazon Prime or Apple TV. Different platforms. I'm actually not sure where all you can see it.
You said it was 39 seconds?
Yeah, it's not 39 seconds long, but it's called 39 seconds.
See, I like him better than Tammy already.
Tammy, did you hear that? Okay.
Oh man,
He gonna get in trouble, y'all. He getting in trouble.
I'm just keeping it warm for Tammy. I'm just keeping it warm. I feel bad. I feel like.
No, you're good.
No, I feel bad because I haven't seen what that
interaction is.
what that interaction
oh, my
is.
Goodness.
Let's just say I always in the background quiet, okay?
It's unbelievable. I'm like, I'm going to have to put on a referee outfit.
Oh, is that
That's
right?
how bad it gets sometimes.
Oh, I got to tune in more because
That's
fantastic.
right. That's right.
That's fantastic.
But yeah, so have you been doing any other stuff lately?
And so we just shot a short film a couple weeks ago. I was assistant director. It was directed by Eric D. Howell.
Okay.
And it was a film in response to Operation Metro Surge. So right now it's in post-production. I'm expecting it to be a really moving film, and so I'm looking forward to that happening. And yeah, I mean, outside of that, like I'm looking forward to whatever's next. I just, we just had the baby. Yeah, we just had the baby, so I've really been focused on
All
that.
right.
All right,
really,
congrats.
Congratulations. How old is the baby?
3 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
Man, you
Brand
still ain't
new
getting
baby.
no sleep. It just looks like you ain't getting no sleep.
Man, thank you. Yeah. No, yeah. He has his moments of sleeping through the night, and a lot of times sleeping through the night don't start until like 3 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
So, but he's great. He's amazing. He's just really, really sweet. We look at him, and my wife is like, she thinks she probably contributed an eyebrow or something like that. She's like, he looked just like you. And he does.
Oh my goodness. You have some strong DNA roots.
Hey, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it. But yeah, that's that's what's. And then I'm coming up on a year of marriage. So
Okay.
coming up on 1 year. Yeah, in about.
Newlywed. Cheers to the newlyweds.
Thank you,
Still,
thank
I mean,
you.
a year is still considered young, y'all.
It is.
It is. That's right.
But it's it's worth a cheer.
It's worth a cheer.
Always.
Yep.
So
You next.
so yeah. In about
Hook him up.
a week or so, we'll have crossed
Not
a year.
to Jerry.
Congratulations,
Thank
for
you.
real. That's amazing. So you got, and we'll be talking about some other stuff that he has going on because he got a lot of stuff going on. You've been working real hard.
Yeah. It's been it's been nonstop. It's been nonstop.
Wow. So we want to look forward to the movie that is going to be coming out, and when it do, we have you back here with Tammy as well. And we'll be talking about some of the good stuff that is happening in the
if
movie.
Tammy be
and
quiet.
by then, we'll discuss some other stuff that will probably already been happened.
Yeah.
Something that you guys will be seeing
Absolutely.
in a few weeks, I believe.
Yeah. Probably about 3 weeks.
Wow, time is ticking.
Yeah. So yeah. She's not saying it right now, and I guess we're supposed to talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later. But for right now, I'm glad that you're here. We welcome you to the GossUp.
Thank you for having me.
And
Yeah.
y'all ready to get the show started?
Yes.
Well, let's get it going.
Okay.
So, top story. This is kind of old, and I know y'all probably done heard this, but y'all haven't heard it from us. Y'all haven't gotten our opinions on it. So we want to talk about the Stefan Diggs, and I believe her name was Jamila Adams situation. So have you guys heard of this situation here?
I haven't heard enough about it.
Enough.
What?
Just know I need some money, but I can dance on the stripper pole while I'm cooking. I can dance in the kitchen while I'm holding the mop and sweeping.
What? Oh my goodness. Well,
Okay, I've heard nothing about
well, exactly.
it.
So just to catch you guys up, and for you guys who haven't heard, so Stefan Diggs, he hired this chef that he met off of, I believe it was the Gram, I believe,
Okay.
allegedly. And they ended up having a relationship or somewhat like that, they had some things going on. They became friends.
Okay.
And he invited her to become his personal chef. Now, it was said that she is a pretty good chef. She was living with him, and there was some relationship going on. She ended up being jealous of him talking to some other woman.
Okay.
And he, because of that, decided not to allow her to go to a event that he was having out of town. He comes back to his home and he fired her, and then a lawsuit ensues. So she then went to a lawyer and decided to sue him for $5.5 million.
Okay. So my question is, where was Cardi B?
That is a very, very good question because I looked at a little bit of the case,
Sure.
which I'm just going to be honest. I heard about it. 2 days later, it was done and over with. The judge had already said, normally cases last pretty long. Yeah. So the question was, where is Cardi B? Because in the court proceedings, when she testified, Jamila, she was saying that she was excited about going on this trip because her and Cardi B had talked about outfits and all this other stuff. I guess Cardi B was still in the relationship.
Oh.
Allegedly, this is what she said. This is her testimony.
See, this is why I stay out of people's business, because I don't even understand. I don't even. You gotta have different kind of money to like have these kind of problems. I can't even relate. Like
Well, he do got different kind of money.
he do
More
yeah.
money.
more problems.
problems.
Yeah, hey, because
Biggie.
I'm looking at it like I don't know. I think some people. My uncle, he used to say, "Man, put your thing on the shelf." He wouldn't say "thing" though.
See, that's the ice cream man joke.
Some people just need to put their thing on the shelf, So not everything need to be about that, But hey, I don't know what it is to be an athlete.
All right.
Professional athlete
In the
like that.
midst of all that, she did forget to mention
What was that?
the disagreement outside the coffee house with Stefan and Cardi. That's been on the gram.
What's that?
Well, I think that happened though, DJ, after this court case, right? Or was this during the?
I think it was during the proceedings.
What happened?
Sometime. You know the paparazzi, or should I say the phonarazzis?
Yeah, right.
Cardi and Stefan, having a entanglement
A little disagreement,
in front of the coffee shop.
right?
Oh,
This is all at the same time. This is going on too.
Well, I thought that was after
he was just in the Super Bowl, wasn't he?
And he
he
lost.
was.
Oh no, wait, and now he's a free agent.
He's
Yes.
a free agent.
But he wasn't he like a star in the game? Didn't he?
No.
I feel like he did well in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's.
Until they got to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
I believe that he is a very, very talented young man.
Yeah,
And so,
but he comes with a lot of.
let me tell you. Now,
Entanglements.
This is entanglements. This is alleged. Now, they said that they interviewed a lot of the team players.
Yeah.
And they said, who out of all of these people would be somebody that you wouldn't want to have date your sister? And everybody said Stefan.
Oh Lord.
Now this is alleged. So he has a lot of women in his home, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
His hairstylist is a lady.
Mm-hmm.
His chef was a lady.
Mm-hmm.
His manager is a lady. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with having women around you. But if you're in relationship, it's really, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these women are groupies.
I feel like some people need, that type of environment around them to feel good about themselves.
True.
There's situations pulling at you, and none of it is really attached to you, but it affects you,
It
right?
does,
Where
yeah.
it's affecting your money, it's affecting your reputation, it's affecting you. And again, like, I don't, I ain't got enough money to have that to even want those
That
kind of problems, right?
temptation.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a money thing. I think it's a character thing.
It is.
But I just look at it like, hopefully, I don't know. I don't know.
See?
If you did have that type of money, do you guys think a man can be around all of that temptation without dipping his hand in the cookie jar to grab him a bite of the cookie when he already got some sweet treats at home?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll elaborate, but go ahead. You said no?
First off,
no. What are you thinking?
what are you thinking? For one,
Two.
I'll be on my turntables. I ain't thinking about you. I don't
Oh,
care
so
how
you're
much.
saying that you wouldn't
I don't
be
know how much. I
tempted
don't care
by
how much money's around. I'd be like, I'll look. I say that's nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'd be like this in the lap.
I don't know if they being honest, y'all, because
No.
I think that it's
Why you not? Why you think that?
well. I think that, like I said, when you're around that type of environment,
Yeah.
it breeds a type of
It really depends on the kind of person you are. It really does. Because if you're the kind of person that like that means something to you,
Right.
Then yeah, you're gonna be tempted to it because it's a natural draw to you, right?
I'll make it personal for you.
Okay.
Name a club I ain't DJ'd in Minnesota.
Right.
What's in the club? Women.
Women, yeah.
What do women do? Oh, he's the DJ. Let me talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
You look nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. See y'all next week.
Exactly. But if what you want is at home,
Yep.
That's
Exactly.
That's an allure too. That's a draw as well. And so I think that it really depends on the kind of person you are. What's drawing you more? They say there's a saying, which wolf wins, the good wolf or the bad wolf, and it's the one that you feed the most. And so to me, it's like, what do you feed the most?
Talking to somebody the other day that there aren't that many faithful gentlemen in the world,
But that question
because
again?
of stories that have been, that is, you flip and you can hear a story of different people having different situations. And I do believe that you can, sustain from having affairs or being with other people. I truly believe that. And so I'm glad that you guys have validated my belief system in believing that you can.
Look at Neo. This brother collecting women like the Infinity Stones, right? But to him and to them, that's not cheating because he's straight up.
Right.
He's honest. He's like, hey, look, this is what we doing. This is what life is. And there's also single men, who I'm not attached to anything, and so I'm going to, connect at the waist with as many of these faces, these people in whatever space I end up in. And so it's circumstantial. And for some people, I think that what people need to pay attention to more than anything is like, we live in a society now where you could just be honest.
Yep.
You just, say like,
real.
hey, look, just be real. Like, look, I'm not the one kind of person, I'm gonna need a 2 or 3. Yeah, I'm more like a basketball player, you know what I mean?
I passed the rock.
Right. I'm gonna need you to pass.
Pass the rock.
Exactly. So I think that's, it's just about being honest with yourself and honest with people.
That definitely is true.
Yeah.
That is true. So cheers to the 2 good men that we have in here at the GossUp.
No.
I ain't say all that.
See that? Thank you. Look, see Tammy, did you hear that?
Look,
did you hear that?
Well, I'm gonna let Tammy eat you up about that.
I ain't scared of her.
On our next episode.
Yep, I ain't scared of her.
I can't wait till she hears it. Well, speaking of being faithful, we want to salute our couple of this week. Our couple of this week.
Okay.
Yep. Comes from Maine 777 on TikTok. And this is Camonte and Charmaine.
Okay, everybody. So we've seen some comments lately where people have been asking how we met and all that good stuff. So we just wanted to come on right quick and do a video to let y'all know how we met. Can you put my cup down? That's not your cup. You drunk all yours. So anyway, y'all, we met on POF. That's Plenty of Fish. For those of y'all that don't know, it's a dating site. Camonte really don't like people to know that. But hey, it's true. We married. So we did good. So he reached out to me on POF and basically he looked at my profile.
Tell the truth now.
And I looked at his profile.
Yeah, don't act like you weren't interested too now. Tell the truth.
Can you let me get the story out, bro? So anyway, he I guess he swiped on my profile and I saw it. I swiped back on his, and maybe he saw that I saw his profile. So then he said something to me in my DMs. And long story short, once he spoke to me and said something to me, I gave him my phone number. We started talking, y'all. But some kind of way along that little path, I think he probably tried to see me. I was busy. I tried to see him. Something was going on with him. I said he was playing games. He said I was playing games. So long story short, it did not happen that time.
You ain't saying nothing about the next time.
I ain't got to it yet. Can I get through the first story first?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Don't
y'all.
make it look like it was just me.
Because this is a threefer. This is a threefer, y'all. Because this happened 3 times. Y'all know 3 is a charm. Anyway, second time, we started back talking. Same thing happened again. Some kind of way, both of us was busy. We couldn't make it happen. So.
And it was on you then.
Yeah, it was on me that time, y'all. So we stopped talking. So then, in between that time, we had become friends on Facebook. So I saw that he had a girlfriend or whatever. So, you know, I was cool with that. Who cares? So anyway, but I saw him on POF again, y'all.
What do you mean? Who cares? You saw that he had a girlfriend you were cool with.
Anyway, so I saw that he had a girlfriend and stuff, y'all. So I was, I saw their little pictures and stuff on Facebook, like whatever. So apparently they broke up though, because I saw him on POF again and I reached out to him this time, but all I said was, say it ain't so. Like, I can't believe you back on here and you got a girlfriend. But he definitely told me that they had broken up or whatever. So me and him started talking.
Hadn't even been talking that long. What you mean?
So me and him started talking again, y'all. And that time it was all she wrote. He cuffed me. He did that.
Yeah, I did that now.
Yeah, y'all. He was coming to the house. I'm talking about this man right here been on point since day one.
That's all. She I'm talking about that's the only thing she really done told the truth about, really.
Man, I done told the whole truth. Y'all, this ain't no prank. This the truth, though, for real.
Yeah, she told the truth.
Every time he come to the house, y'all, flowers, I'm talking about, and he still do it. So, he been on point, y'all, but that's how we met. We just wanted to come on and let y'all know. We getting ready to go eat some dinner. You did that.
I did that now.
Go ahead, y'all.
I was interested.
Well.
I was interested until she said he brung her flowers. And all that.
My goodness.
Y'all already know, so you.
Listen, if we gonna hook you up on this show, we gonna have to have a meeting. We gonna talk about that later.
Why are you giving Tammy ammo?
Why
are you giving Tammy ammo?
Well, hey, we gonna hook him up, so you can't be talking like that. Well, anyway, I just want to ask y'all. So, what did y'all think about Charmaine and Kamante? Because they met on Plenty of Fish. I
was nervous about Plenty of Fish when I first heard.
They met on Plenty of Fish.
Hey, she said POF. I was like, how many acronyms can I make that?
But they also kind of dated off and on for 3 times, and now they're married. They do a lot of different little pranks and stuff on TikTok, but I think they've been married for over 7 years now.
Nice.
Okay.
And so
I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I did
so a
say
lot of people
for them.
say that you can't find nobody on
Dating sites
and stuff. Have you guys ever tried dating sites?
Plenty of Fish is where, you went for like prostitutes. I didn't know that.
See,
I didn't know.
See what I'm saying? I
didn't know you went for dating.
It was not me this time. It was not me this time.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm not.
Well, I don't know nothing. I don't
This is just
date, so I haven't been on dating apps. So, but I'm interested about people's stories about the dating app.
I will say I've been hearing like lately. This is the second couple I've heard this week that met on Plenty of Fish and ended up getting married. I love black love, so I'm happy for them. I think however you find each other, I thought that story was gonna go a whole different direction just because of my introduction to Plenty of Fish. But I love that.
I thought it was gonna go left because you see him in the background. He look like.
He was like, hold on. Yeah, right away. His entire demeanor was suspicion. What's she gonna do?
Who's the guy that made Bebe's kiss? Didn't he look like
Robert
that?
Harris,
Didn't he look like that?
Yeah.
Didn't he look like that? He said, "Go and tell the truth."
He said,
kind of looks
like Baby.
Robin
tell the
Harris.
truth.
You wanted me to take these kids to Bob Land.
No, I think the lesson in their story is that timing is everything, ain't it? Like
Timing is everything.
timing is everything. Well, I mean,
That's true.
make yourself available. Stop making excuses. What?
Who
Why
makes
ain't no-
more of excuses, the men or the women? You
Both.
first.
Both.
You only get to pick one. You first.
Well, okay, I think that it depends. I think in certain instances, it could be a woman, or it could be, because with this story,
see, I don't ever get my
they
question answered.
they broke up
See that?
and came back together.
See, look.
They broke up, came
Look.
back together.
Look, see how she just kept. I just asked her a question and just said whoosh. See, this is
Well,
what I did
because
with
I
her
think
and Tammy.
you want me to.
I just asked the question.
I'd talk to HR if I was you.
I know.
I
I'm gonna have to
would.
find some. We're gonna have to look one up.
Be like, hold on, we should
I appreciate
think
you being
that
on the
you-
show.
we
Thank
should
you very much.
protest.
I know. Take that, Tammy.
I'm
I
sorry.
think it is. It's sometimes it might be a woman, sometimes it might be a man.
But I just asked you. Who do you think does it? That's all I asked.
Sometimes men, sometimes women. It
See, I
depends.
could say men.
So do you think men need to hear things a certain way in order to kind of
Stay in the same
stay-
lane.
yeah,
stay in the same. Yeah, stay in the same space. Because I don't know if that's correct to do. Because if you're trying to holler at a female, it should be already one lane.
right.
You shouldn't be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and if it goes wrong, I'm over here already.
Right.
True.
So that's why I said men make up the excuse. Unlike somebody over there, it could be
What?
or it could be. I just asked a simple question. You could say men or women. It didn't matter which one. Mm-hmm. I just said, because I could have just
What's
said
up-
women that took the easy route.
What's up with that?
Right?
just
Right?
like-
Don't back
but
up now.
seriously, no, I think that because
He trying to get us to get you the way y'all be getting.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I
You know what?
I live really truly with the idea of it depends on each situation is different. Everybody is not the same.
I'm looking at it as a general answer. That's
Really?
it. Yep. It's because the answer is either A or B. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I was asking.
And it might be different tomorrow.
Yeah, and normally in that question,
Right.
the men would say the women, and the women would say the men.
True.
Just because.
Well,
so that's
true
why I just
story,
asked which one you
probably.
did. But
I-
as you see, I was being truthful and honest and say men do it first. I could have just picked the easy route and say women,
Okay.
but I didn't. Did you hear that, Tammy? I didn't.
Okay. Well, I still am in the middle. What would you say?
What?
Yeah.
I don't even.
That's right.
I'm sorry. I only deal with one woman.
Thank you.
So
Next.
I don't got an excuse. I
Well,
don't got.
you do.
I don't got-
You okay?
Oh,
We'll
so
leave
mad
you
my
out of
sample
it.
ain't here
Being
today.
that, yeah, you do.
My
You
sample
are
ain't here
in
today.
a- with a marriage. But even when I was married, I still people are different.
Also,
Yeah.
I say in my marriage, I think I make more excuses. I think I do.
See?
And I think part of it is like, I think a big part of it now is like postpartum.
What?
Having to balance, because, we got a teenage daughter, teenage son, a baby boy, mama just had a baby. So you got a lot of different emotions, a lot
That's
of
true.
different thoughts and feel like a lot, and so some things you have to, you just, you got a lot of people's feelings to consider when you make decisions.
Can you stop talking like her and just say yes or no?
Let's
See?
move on to the
Thank you.
next segment. Now
Boy.
I have the question of the evening. Yeah, we're gonna come back to that though. I have a question of the evening. Y'all want to know what the question of the evening is? Now, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I'm going to ask the question, and then you can tell me whether or not
Now she wants us
you
to answer.
you
questions.
saw this or not. So, did they go too far is the question. Exactly. So, I'm going to talk about the Kevin Hart Roast.
Oh, God.
Have you guys
I haven't watched it yet.
saw that?
I heard a
You
lot about
haven't?
it. No.
I watched maybe most of it, maybe half of it. I came in at the part with Big J. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I came in at that part. Mm-hmm. But are we answering the question now?
Well, you can answer. Do you think they went too far?
Are you playing something right now?
Well, I'm getting ready to.
Oh, do you think?
Okay.
I think we
So-
gotta play before we can answer the question.
Well, because you didn't watch it.
Oh no, I'm there. I just didn't watch it all.
Okay.
I've seen some of it. I just didn't watch it entirely.
Okay.
From the beginning.
Okay.
Caught spots. So I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Just ask the question, so I can elaborate.
All right. Well, I'm going to only play just a little bit of one of the jokes that was told.
Okay.
I refuse to play the one that I feel that's most nearest and dearest to us here in Minneapolis.
Okay.
So I will not be playing that one. But take a listen.
Cheryl's a lifelong Republican, and she's actually thinking about getting into politics. She's running for a seat in the Big Mama's House of Representatives. Cheryl's husband killed himself. Apparently black does crack if it's married to Cheryl and jumps off a fucking roof.
Y'all might not like my opinion.
Well, this is good because we want to have good banter back and forth.
Yeah,
because,
my opinion is most of the jokes sucked. Like that's just I'm not offended by a lot of it because it just wasn't good.
Right.
Right.
I agree.
And to me, like I know that first of all, like in the world of art, I was a poet. I've been a rapper. I've done a lot of different forms of art. I respect comedians the most, maybe, right? Like I think comedians are some of the most talented people
I agree.
on the planet, right? Because they can be poets. They could do everything that you do and elicit a feeling in people that nobody else can. You know what I mean? So, if they're taking it to extremes with each other because, they're so cynical and everything else has already been done, I get it. But sometimes there are people who do it naturally. When you got Bernie Mac, who's, I ain't scared of you, mother, right? Where you got Bernie Mac, who's talking about, his gay nephew, right? Right? Like, it's genuine, right? It's coming from a real place, and he raps the joke up in love, right? This is just life.
Yeah.
But when you got people who are coming from a place of just no thought, it feels like no type of context that makes any sense, any joke is gonna miss. Like every joke is gonna suck. I think that some of it was funny. I think that they were really hard on. They were really ridiculous with Cheryl Underwood, and I think that I think that the white comedians were very like soft gloved with each other, which I didn't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate like the very soft jokes that they have for each other, and then turn around and call somebody a black bee. Like to me, it felt like, okay, what story are we telling? Because this is not feeling like a comedy show. You know what I mean? Like either we're gonna do it all the way across the table, or let's be smart about it. Because now it's not about going extreme, because you're not going extreme with one another.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how I saw it. That's my opinion.
Did they take the joke too far?
DJ?
It's a comedian, so what comedian you don't know takes a joke too far?
Man. Richard Pryor was
What about Dolomite?
right. Oh my God.
What about what's his name? Paul
Paul Mooney.
Mooney.
Yeah.
Who don't
Man.
take a joke too far.
Yeah.
I understand it might be something extremely personal.
Yeah.
But it has to be in the delivery.
Exactly.
Sometimes you can set up the story like Dave Chappelle will, and then slap you in the face, and you'd be like, "What did he just say?"
Yeah.
But as far as taking the joke too far, I say all comedians do it.
Yeah.
It's more timing and how you set it up. Because you can use that horrible joke, and everybody in the room will laugh.
Mm-hmm.
But next week, use that same joke, and everybody's mad at you.
Yeah.
So,
You ever watch Wildin' Out?
yeah.
So there's an episode with Emmanuel Hudson and then his brother, Philip Hudson. So they do this segment where Emmanuel will say a joke and nobody laughs, right? And they're supposed to be like having a joke off. And his brother Philip would come say the exact same joke in a different kind of way, and everybody crack up.
Yeah,
and Emmanuel was like, "What? Hold on, I just said that." No, you didn't.
Yeah.
What you're
Like
saying
I
is
said.
exactly right.
Yeah.
You know, it's delivery, and
It's the delivery.
I feel like
Because just like Dave Chappelle, he tells he first he bashes the gays.
yeah.
Then he tells a story about a gay person that became his friend but killed himself.
Right.
And right after he said he killed himself, he made a joke and everybody laughed.
Exactly.
Well, I just want to say to the both of you guys, that was the worst show that I have ever seen. Being that the time that we live in now with ICE, with the president that we have, I definitely love comedy, and I say if I'm going to a comedy show, I want to laugh so hard that when I get home, I just gotta, just go to sleep because my body is just so tired from laughing. But the jokes that the white comedians were telling was because of now I get comedians, okay? So like you got Chappelle, he's telling, like you were saying, the joke, but it's personal to him. So most comedians, when they're telling, and I applaud comedians because they have to come on this naked stage with no music, just a light and a mic. Mm-hmm. And they have to, for however many minutes, tell stories that hopefully will make you laugh, make you think, like all of that. You know what I mean? So I am here for it. But the problem that I had with that, for all the time that I watched the whole thing, is that the white comedians went so hard. It was like, this is my moment to say the N-word, to say all this stuff to black people that I've been wanting to say. And that, to me, was very tasteless. And now some of the jokes was very kind of funny. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie. But in the framework of it, and in the where we are today, with what's going on in the climate, I just think that it was very tasteless for. Now, if Kevin was up there saying all them jokes, I would have laughed so hard, because we can relate. But I wouldn't tell jokes that I can't relate to. I don't know how to tell white jokes. I have white counterparts and dear friends, but I can't tell their story. You know what I mean? So unless I was there, then I could tell you about a story that I experienced with this white person, and
Yeah, and
I mean, you know what I mean?
and here's why you mentioning that. It did seem like the white ones that he did on that roast were not that known.
Yeah.
There wasn't the known ones like Jim Carrey or some people like in that statue or whatever. I was like, yeah, I seen him on a couple of specials, not a show, a special or an episode somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem like he had the right characters.
The thing about Kevin though is he's known for putting on
New
comedians, new people, stuff like that.
Yep.
So you
So
know,
I give him that, but like I said,
but you know.
well, I'm just saying that's just my opinion. Though.
Yeah, some of those comedians Netflix wrote for, right? So
Right.
some of those really like tasteless. But I think what, like, I appreciate your point of view. Your point of view is like, it was almost like, their perspective or the framing of it was like deafening to what's been, you know, what the times we're in currently, right? And I totally agree. I totally agree with that. I will say, oh, good.
No, finish.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I will say, like,
I'm all here for the freedom, though. I am here for the freedom of expression because I am an artist as well. I'm not a comedian, but I think that some people that are funny to me is insulting to other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And
But-
that was the point I was going to get to.
Right.
We can't, you know, be sanctimonious because we definitely come from a culture who, you know, who've created, you know, so many white jokes. But I have to say this because, you know, some of the argument is like, okay, when somebody black says the N-word, it's funny, who's a comedian. But somebody white says the N-word, it's racist, right? Even within the same comedian type of context. The problem is when you listen to some of those comedians on that show say like the black B word, or you say, you know, black hoe, or, you know, excuse my language, just these different things. Technically, these are all white terms. All of those very defaming. But the reason why they're comedy is because we had to take those words and we had to laugh at them so that we wouldn't be hurt by them, right? So when we say them, or even when we say things that these white jokes is just our way of fighting back, right? That's what it started as. This whole, you know, like the room that Kevin Hart created with those white, you know, comedians and black comedians and those different folks, it's a different kind of thing, right? It's almost like seeing the comedians, these professional comedians, in their living rooms, you know, telling the jokes that they tell, because there are no spaces where you could say the white jokes and say the black jokes and everybody's like, that it just doesn't exist.
That's true.
A lot of white folks go see black comedians and they know that they're going to get talked about because they know that it's not a hatred thing.
Yeah.
But when you're calling this woman a black bee,
And
like,
just one
again
last
and
thing
again.
for me, not to cut you off.
no.
But I thought the roast was supposed to be roasting Kevin Little
right.
short black tail. And the majority of the time, they were roasting all the other people that was on
Well,
panel. And I think that
they needed Jamie Foxx, because Jamie Foxx would have been like, say something about Kevin and wrap it up.
exactly.
Did you see that when he ended that comedian's career? He was like, say something nice about Shaq and wrap it up.
And so so
that was it. Have you guys ever watched?
I'm
have
not
you guys
on
ever?
the
Go ahead.
fence about it. I thought it was tasteless.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, and you made a lot of money, Netflix, and a lot of people probably going to be watching it even more because of a lot of people talking about it. I mean,
Well, you got the negatives and the positives. On that.
But
like I said, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
I watched some of it and some tidbits from it and whatever else. So I know some of the jokes. I know some of the people. I've seen some of the people. So And to me, I didn't know if it was a roast about Kevin or if he was hosting a roast.
Right.
So that's what I got when I first seen it. And I
Right.
first seen the trailers and stuff for it. I was like, which one is it?
Yeah,
There was no definite to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially because there was new people you haven't seen.
Yeah.
And then there were some old cats that you know.
Yes, and something that we got to recognize though is when Cheryl came on. That's when the show really started for me.
Exactly.
I thought that it was pretty like okay.
She did her big.
And then when she came
big
in, right? She came in and she like shut it down.
She did. We've been talking offline a little bit about the Kevin Hart special, and the guys had a lot of good things to say. I love it when we don't all agree. Because that's what a conversation is supposed to be about. You know what I mean? When this one back here is like, I love the whole everything and I didn't care. They could say whatever they want to say. And this one right here is kind of like, well, you know, I did like it. I do respect them,
I
but
don't know. Did I say that? I don't know. Keep going.
well, that's what I heard.
See?
And I'm sticking to it. That's what I heard, and I'm sticking to it. And then I'm like on the other spectrum of saying, Kevin, you bought some disrespectful comics to your roast, and they didn't roast your butt. As black as you is, you should have been charcoal. He should have been roasted up real well.
Yeah. Hopefully they learn to be better comics, to read the room a little bit better.
Read the room,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Say something nice about Kevin and wrap it up.
Well, we're going to end on that, and we're going to transition to talk about bigger and better things. We're going to lighten up the mood, and we're going to talk about what you got going on, Leonard. What is happening?
Yeah, so we got so DJ has agreed to dance at this little party that we throwing, and I want everybody there.
You taking Tammy? Okay.
Oh.
See? Oh, okay. You being a Tammy right
That's
now.
right.
You being a Tammy? You being a Tammy?
Because he's sitting in that chair. He's warming up.
I felt like we was in that space, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You
I'm
a
sorry.
comedian. Kevin, did you hear this, Kevin? He's a comedian right now.
I'm just playing.
See, this why I sit in the back and be quiet.
Close to
I
that.
just observe.
I'm just kidding.
Just know it's coming, okay?
But, so I will say this. Hopefully Tony will come out with us for the Mega Mixer June 12th through the 14th. So it's an amazing event. It's called the Mega Mixer. Like I said, the Mega Mixer is a convergence of the creative community. So people who are in film and fashion and music and sports and entertainment, you know, in these different spaces, podcasting, all come together to connect. There's panels, there's workshops, films, there's just a lot of connecting, you know. And so, you know, some of our special guests that we have this year are people like Michael Schultz. Michael Schultz directed Cooley High.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah, he
that's
directed.
what I heard. Okay.
He directed Cooley High. He put Denzel in his first movie. He put Samuel Jackson in his first movie, and he put Blair Underwood in his first movie.
Wow.
So he discovered all these like heavy, you know, hitting.
See, now I'm gonna come
African-American
just because you
filmmakers.
said that.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
and he
I wasn't
directed.
coming at first. so-
Well, yeah, you were, because we're gonna be there.
No.
Our-
He's trying to act like Tammy. Nope. Nope. Don't
I'm
don't
sorry,
start.
man. I had a moment.
I see that.
No, but
it was the chair. It was the chair.
it was the chair, man. We also got
From now on, special guests get different colored chairs.
Oh
Okay.
my
we're gonna bring that chair over. We got Warren Allen Young. He's a production designer. He did a Spider-Man Noir that's coming out.
Oh wow.
Wynn Thomas, who's a legendary production designer. He's coming out. He's done everything from The Cotton Club with Martin Scorsese, Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, to King Richard with
Slap in the face.
with Slap in the Face. Dang, that's the title now.
Slap in the face.
And we also have Tony Barton and Ina Mayhew, who are also production designers, so they're coming in for a panel discussion together. We got people in sports. Leonard Searcy, my cousin, who went to Super Bowl 30 with the Steelers, played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got Dr. Leo Lewis, who's a legendary wide receiver for the Vikings.
You were good until you said that.
Oh my god.
We got some dope folks who are coming out, for you to be able to connect with, meet these people, face to face. We got Brenda Gilbert from Bronze Studios. So, Bronze Studios produce films like Judas and the Black Messiah, to The Photograph with Issa Rae, Roman J. Esquire with Denzel, to The Joker. You know what I mean? Bunch of different genres, but it's going to be some very amazing people in the room for folks to meet. And what happens at the Mega Mixers, and this is for people who, I gotta say this too, we got Nando STL coming too. Nando is a hip-hop artist, rapper, that I got hip to maybe like a year ago, something like that. He signed to T-Pain's label, Nappy Boy Entertainment. And he's one of those artists, like, when you hear them, like, you know that they're different. Like, oh man, this is somebody special. This is something special. And for me, it was just a goal to bring him here. He's from St. Louis. He so connected with him, and it was like one of the most simple asks that I've had to ask people to come out. He's just one of those guys. So he's coming out Friday, and he'll be back again to speak. But yeah. So what happens is when you come, not only are you coming for like Friday, we got gold carpet, we got a fashion show with Troy Williams, and we got the music performances. But you know Troy? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, yeah. So we also, people come and they connect with people who are doing the work, who are in these positions that they want to be in, and they're able to get mentorship, they're able to get jobs, they're able to get opportunities to seize their dreams in real time. You know what I mean? There's no rooms like that. There's no rooms like that where you could just reach across the table, or shake somebody's hand who has an opportunity for you today, as it pertains to your dream. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So that's what.
And
tell us those dates
you
again.
Will be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. Yeah, I'll be there. But June 12th through the 14th. For tickets, go to westboneproductions.com. West, like the direction, Bone, BONE, productions.com. Yeah.
Wow. So we really want you guys to come and support, be a part, shake some hands, get some information, get in there, get a job. And
GossUp will be there,
and
right?
we will definitely be there. We will be there with our partnering podcast, Spit That Sauce.
Spit That Sauce.
This is your second annual?
Fifth
annual. Second?
I
went to the one last year, so I was only thinking that
This is your second.
This is my second.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's all good. Yeah. So yeah, we're 5 years in it, and it's gotten bigger and bigger every year, and yeah, I mean, but it's really about the impact. It's really about a lot of artists work in silos. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are creating alone.
Yep.
And it's just harder to move forward in that kind of way. You know what I mean? It's harder
It
to you know what I mean, to create a full experience doing it by yourself.
Yep.
But when you are in a room full of hundreds of people who are after similar things as you, the other reason why I wanted different industries is because I believe that when you cross industries, you help solve each other's problems.
You do.
Right? You know, you look at Lyft, right? Lyft is transportation and technology solving each other's problems. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a space where you could just come as you are. You don't have to have accolades. You don't have to have a bunch of experience and things like that. You just come as your genuine self. You know what I mean?
Shoot your shot, as they would
shoot
say.
your shot. You know, people looking for it. Yeah, that's real.
Well, if you are a beginner creative, if you are a experienced creative, or if you don't even know where you fit in that spectrum, we really want you to come and be a part. If you need more information from the GossUp, hit us up at thegossup.com, and we will be passing that information for tickets and
Thank
all
you.
of that.
Appreciate
Yep.
that.
Yeah, let's review. This review is called Cookie Money. Here we go.
One time when I was like 21, I went on a date with this guy, and we went to a diner, which was the first red flag of many, but we were eating at this diner, and when the check came, he was like, oh God, like, I forgot to bring any money. Like, I don't have anything. And I was like, oh, because the diner didn't take credit cards, but I was like, you don't have cash? And he was like, no. And I was like, you don't have a debit card? Because the waiter literally, like, was trying to help me. He was like, I'll take a debit card, we just don't take credit card. And he was like, I don't have any of that. I have nothing. All I have is, like, an American Express card. I was like, weird. So I paid the check. Again, I was, like, 21 when this happened. So rocks for brains. So I paid the check, and then we're walking afterwards, just gallivanting on the streets of Manhattan, and we pass a Levain cookie place, and he wants to stop in, so I go in with him, and he orders 2 dozen Levain cookies, and in my brain I'm like, what are you doing? And I figure, well, I guess he'll just like use the American Express card or whatever's in his wallet. No, he pulls out $50 cash and pays for those cookies. So I say, oh, I thought you didn't have any cash. You just said you didn't have at dinner 30 minutes ago. And he looked me dead in the eye and was like, no, this is cookie money.
Have y'all ever had cookie money?
I'm trying to figure out.
Have you ever not paid for something and know you had money? You was just trying to keep and save.
I will always advocate for budgeting. Like if he got money for cookies, but he ain't have money, like I understand that. Sometimes, like budgets are important. They say They say like 90% of Americans don't got $1,000.
Are we on the Kevin Hart Roast right now? Are we on the roast?
I'm just saying.
So literally said that he got him some cookie money somewhere. You got some cookie money.
Sometimes you look forward to. I don't know what condition this man got. You know, he might got a cookie condition. He might got some type of trauma. You know.
Oh my goodness! You got you some cookie money?
Why you keep finding these people that be laying on the bed on the pillow talking about their problems? I don't understand. This was the 3rd time I'm gonna see somebody laying on the bed with a pillow telling us somebody did something to me.
Well, they're comfortable. You know, you get comfortable and tell your cookie money story.
At least I'm gonna sit in the chair. You're like, look, let me tell you what happened.
My goodness.
I'm not gonna be like this. I'm embarrassed to tell you.
We'll see when he tell his story, because
Never.
like I said, we'll have him on here. Leonard, how can we find you, and when is the event? One more time, we want you to share that with us.
No, just her.
To find out more about the Mega Mixer, go to westboneproductions.com. West, WEST BONE Productions.com. And you can follow me on all social media, Leonard Searcy, as well as Westbone Productions.
That's right.
Thank you.
And until next time, stay up with
GossUp.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
right.
You see, I didn't say nothing.
Until next time, y'all.
See that, right?
That's it for today's episode of The GossUp. If today's conversations got you thinking, drop a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn those notifications on so you won't miss an episode. Until next time, stay up with The GossUp.